What's up, guys? Today let's take a look at Blokees champion class Daredevil from the TV series Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Let's first unbox it. Okay. Manual. Let's see. 3 runners. 6. Billy Club. Pre-painted card. This is 9. Wow, this is more runners than usual. We'll probably have to join them. 11, so 11 runners, and let's see the parts count. Yeah, 107. It is definitely more pieces than usual. So I'll see you guys after I finish it. See you guys then. Okay, so this is everything finished. As per usual for champion class kit, it usually took about 40 minutes to 60 minutes to finish. So there's really nothing complicated about it. And I don't think there's anything that's particularly hard to build on this kit. So yeah, as far as proportion go, is a pretty classic Blokees proportion, right? You can see the, big chest, small head, narrow waist. Although I think the transition, they since improved the chest to waist transition. They used to be very abrupt. Right now it's more gradual, although I do wish the abdominal section is also can be a bit wider, right? This still looks a bit like a kid, but I guess at this point we can safely assume that this is just their stylization. Okay, the big feast, and this time I don't think the feet is super big. Like, look okay in terms of proportion. I do notice that when you compare this to, for example, the rival kit, this looks more proportionate compared to this guy, less stylized. So I don't know if there's a contract obligation thing, or I don't know. I'm just spitballing. Anyway, let's take a look at the face. I think this is a good Daredevil face, although I'm not sure I can see the actor's likenesses in it. Like, for example, if we compare this guy to, this is Blokees Anakin Skywalker's champion class kit on a SHF body. And even though this is also stylized, you can clearly tell this is Anakin. However, Daredevil here, I can't really tell the likenesses. Let's zoom in even further. The eyes are a separate piece, so they are pretty nice, and the texture are pretty good. The face and the beard, the stubble, I guess it's okay. It's a bit too glossy, so I'll definitely put a matte finish on it. Speaking of matte finish, this figure has 2 different kind of finish, right? These glossy part are supposed to be leather, and the texture part are more matte, so it's nice that they have done that. Although honestly, I would prefer the whole thing to be a bit more matte, right? For example, the leather part, I would prefer it to be semi-gloss. And of course, the chest, the red, I think someone told me it is that his black suit gradually peeled off during the season. Although it does look weird that it only happens in chest and nothing on the body. This is definitely not the case from my quick Google search, so I'm considering that I'm going to put a bit more red all over his body, and of course put a black wash on it. I think the red is a bit too red. This is also sculpted, not just painted. So if you want to paint it whole thing black, it probably has to do a bit sanding. Okay, these 2 are painted as well. Painted. I think the side is a bit too wide for my liking. Back is also painted. Yeah, frankly, I think this is it's an okay kit. I definitely think, for example, the usual rival kit looks better compared to this kit, and probably because I don't really have much connection to the Daredevil character, both in terms of the comic or his live action show. So yeah. All right, let's take a look at his articulation. The head can look up. It's okay. If you want to mod the neck, you probably have to cut out some plastic on the bottom of the neck. I'll show all the customization that I did in a separate video, okay? You can look down. Pretty good. Tilt. Really good tilt. Rotation. All right. Butterfly joint. See, if you push it too hard, the chests are beginning to crack, so you might want to put a little bit glue on it. So you can go about this much forward, but once again, the problem is the shoulder joint is not long enough, so he cannot really utilize the butterfly joint, so that's disappointing. Can raise about 9 degrees, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. Wrist is a ball hinge, typical stuff. Diaphragm joint, crunch forward a little bit, crunch back a lot more. Side is pretty good. Rotation. Waist joint. Waist joint actually is not terrible at this time. Back, side, rotation. So again, crunching forward is a bit limited, although this kind of simplistic design is pretty easy to mod. Crunch back. Really good crunch back as per usual. And the side is not bad either. As you can see, there's some excess plastic, okay? Like this part can all be cutted. Same goes for, oops, pop the leg off. All the non-textured part can be cut off at the bottom, okay? Let's put the leg back on. I'll show you guys the range in my customization video. Hip can kick to 9 degrees and don't have to kick very far to the side, so that's good. Back about this much, drop down, of course. Side 9 degrees, no problem. This side, you have to take out the stick, of course. Okay, about nearly 9 degrees. Side swivel is here, although I do wish this time they can put a actual side cut here because the scope can hide it. Like usually I don't really like side cut, like straight side cut, okay? But this time, since the scope can handle it, I think it'll be a better engineering choice, okay? Knee. For some reason, this side has a little bit better knee bend. I'm not sure why. If you want to mod it, right, it's the same method of Spider-Man. Just cut off extra plastic on the back. Although I'm not going to do that because I think this is enough for me. No boot swivel. Ankle go back this much. Forward. Rocker is okay because the boot is hard plastic. Rotation and toe joint, not very good toe joint, but at least it is not floppy. So his articulation is pretty standard for a blocky kit. With some mod, he'll be able to move quite well, but at the default state, it's just okay. All right, let's take a look at his accessories. Head, we got a grit teeth head. It looked goofy as hell, so yeah, no way I'm going to use this. And also you got a separate neck. It's exactly the same with the one already on him, so I'm not sure what's the point of this. is to stick, okay? You have seen it. Put the bigger side. Nope, bigger side's on the top. Oops. Okay, and of course, we got a pair of gripping hand. The stick can be put in this way. Okay, a pair of, I don't know, cupping hand? I don't know what it is. And a pair of fists already on him. And another pair of stick. Let's zoom back a little bit. It's not wired. This is just a soft plastic, okay? It is pliable, but you cannot let it just stay shaped, right? You cannot shape it. That's what I'm trying to say. Of course, it holds it the same way as a normal stick, right? And you got a long stick. It's a okay spread of accessories because while the number is pretty good, this face just look too goofy, kind of useless, and I'm not sure what these hands are for. A open hand, relaxed hand will be much better. Alright, let's take a look at the size comparison. With Blokees Brand New Day Spider-Man, figure Anakin with a blocky head, Blokees Marvel Rival Sue Storm, Stormtrooper, and DC Heroes Nightwing, Marvel Legend movie Wolverine, Jada Toys Invincible, Mayfax Peacekeeper, SH Figure Art Goku, and Amini Yamaguchi Arkham Knight Nightwing. So for me personally, this is not the best blocky champion class kit. In my opinion, that probably belongs to either Moon Knight, Nightwing, or Jeff. But that's also mainly because I'm not super familiar with the character. The last time I consumed a Daredevil content is the Ben Affleck movie. Okay, I think that's 20 years ago. So yeah, don't really know much about the character. So if you like this rendition of Daredevil, you're going to like it a lot more than me. And in terms of design and the articulation, the simplistic design really make it easy to mod, and you can tell they made improvement on a few areas. For example, usually the waist don't really have this much crunching forward, so that's nice. And I have to say, I definitely prefer the black suit compared to the usual red suit because I think the contrast between red and black pop more. So if you like what you're seeing here, this is definitely a recommend. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.